It's the Fashion Week event in Pokemon Go, and I'm very excited because we have this brand new Wooper right here that unfortunately isn't shiny, but it can be. And not only can it be a shiny, but it can evolve as well, so hopefully we'll get two. But not only do we have that Wooper, the Summer Hat Pikachu is back, and this can be shiny now. It couldn't be previously. And of course, we're gonna be grinding for the brand new shiny of this event, which is Gothita here, which sadly this one isn't shiny. The best way to tell if you've got a shiny Gothita, besides obviously the sparkles, is that the eyes turn pink, and the skin turns slightly lighter as well. So good luck to you all. You need 3 of them if you want a shiny living dex, so hopefully we'll get that too. And we also have some brand new timed research to work on. This is the paid one specifically for $2, and Randy did give this to me, so thank you very much. It's called Runway Stars, and what we have to do is catch 10 Pokemon, catch 20 Pokemon, then catch 30 Pokemon, and then catch 40 Pokemon, and then after that, use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon, use 20 berries to help catch Pokemon, and then we have to take 4 snapshots of different wild Pokemon, and then 6 of them, and then 8 of them, and then 10 of them. Luckily, that does stack up, just like catching and feeding berries and stuff like that, and by the end of it, we're supposed to get that brand new Dragonite. But we also get a ton of really cool encounters in here, so let's complete this. And while we're completing it, oh, apparently I've already done that. Wow, there is a collection challenge as well. You have to get the Diglett, the Pikachu, the Gothita, Krogunk or the Brogunk with the hat, and we also got the Wooper there, and the Absol. So I guess we'll just claim this right now since we've got it done. So we're gonna get 5,000 Stardust, we're gonna get ourselves 10,000 XP, that's great. And this is also going to be a Dragonite, so hopefully we will get the green Dragonite, because it can be shiny. So 3, 2, 1, it's not shiny, unfortunately, and a 1588. I believe you want a 1625 as the hundo, so good luck to you guys. You only get 2 opportunities from this kind of research stuff if you pay for the extra timed research, of course. There's no field research out here for the Dragonite. It's just gonna be in 3-star raids after this. But just for fun, what is a 1588? It is a 13, 12, 11. Okay. And speaking of Dragonite raids, I was just invited to one, so let's bring it down. It's a dragon and flying type Pokemon, so clearly ice is your best use here, but you can also use fairy to help resist most of the moves, though Dragonite does have Steel Wing, which is very effective against your fairies. And then of course you can use dragon moves, but Dragonite has a lot of dragon moves, and that can be pretty negative for you because dragon is super effective against dragon. But as you can see, with 4 people here, we brought it down with like no time at all. Again, it is a 3-star raid, so it's not really that hard to bring down. So let's see what we got ourselves here. We have a 2649. This is a weather boosted one. I know yesterday I did get 2 remote raids for this Dragonite, and I did get a 2679 or something like that, and even that wasn't the best, so I'm going to imagine that this one's not that great. But in the end of the day, I don't care about the IVs. I just want to see a green Dragonite. So right here, right now, it's not the shiny, unfortunately. Oh well, you know, we're gonna keep grinding for this thing. We are going to get this Dragonite. And here's our first shiny of the event, Shiny Absol with the glasses. These things are definitely boosted. If you see an Absol, click on it, unless you really don't like Absol. But if you want some easy shinies, just click on as many of these as possible. Like, honestly, I remember last year, I went super hard on these and got a ton of them. So hopefully this one's good. It can Mega Evolve even with the costume, so it's actually not bad. 15, 14, 9, that's really good. I honestly thought it was gonna be way worse than that, knowing my luck. We've got another Dragonite raid thanks to Tackle Man, but do we get a German green shiny dragon? We didn't, it's okay. 2671 though, that's pretty close to the best what I've gotten so far. I really hope we get it today, but we do have quite a while to get this thing. I'm sure we will get it. I know some friends that really want to raid for it, so eventually we will get this thing. All right, we've got some fun checks right here. For starters, we've got the male Frillish, which is supposed to be a little bit rare during this time. We also have 2 Pikachus right here. Number 1 is a no. How about this second one? No, unfortunately. I do want to get my hands on this. Then we also have the Dapper Diglett, which sadly does not have a blue nose. But that's perfectly fine, because as you can see, we did get one last year, which was really cool, because during that time, this was the brand new costume shiny. It was pretty rare to find. Like, during this event, I'm seeing a lot more of them. But not only do we have this one, I actually got this one in a trade somewhat recently when I was in Worlds in Yokohama. So now we have 2 of them, and I'm thinking we're going to evolve my better one, plus it's the one I caught, you know what I'm saying? So we're officially done with this set, which is nice, and if I get any extra Dapper Diglets, I'll hand them out to my friends, or anybody else who wants them if none of my friends wants them. Honestly, I'm really not that stingy about giving stuff like that away. So let's see what we get here. It is, boom. Ah, that's fun. I kind of wish that the hat went on all 3 of them, but I get it, you know, there was only 1 hat in the beginning, there should only be 1 hat, but I think it'd be just a little bit more fun if all 3 of them had hats. But I'm glad that this set is done. Now all we gotta do is complete the Pikachu line, which does include Raichu and Pichu. So it's gonna be a bit of a grind for this event, but I'm excited for it. I've managed to find 2 of these catch 10 Pokemon quests, which means that I can get myself either a Wooper with a hat or a Kirlia with a hat. The Kirlia is weather boosted, but clearly I want the Wooper, so let's do this and see what we get. It's a 50-50 shot, so we got the Wooper with this one, 272 as well. Oh my god, that's 3 off the hundo. And number 2, do we get another Wooper? That would be fantastic. No, we got the Kirlia instead. No idea what the good CP is for this one, but it is boosted shiny-wise guys, so if you don't have this shiny, I'd highly suggest doing as many of these quests as possible. Either way, you get something pretty good. You either get a shiny boosted Kirlia, which I believe will evolve sometime in the future, or you get the brand new Wooper. It seems worth it to me. And now it's time to claim the Runway Stars encounters. I think it's literally every single costume Pokemon. So let's see what we get. Number 1 is going to be a Dapper Diglett. Love it. 274. I have no idea what the hundo is for this thing in research. I don't believe this thing was in research last year, so it'll be good to see what it is. So 274 is gonna be a 12, 13, 12. All right, so you want something better than that. The second encounter on the Runway is gonna be a Brogunk. Awesome. 389, hopefully a good one. I don't actually think I have a hundo of this, so I wouldn't mind getting a hundo. 389 is definitely not it. 10, 14, 14. One of the better ones for PvP, I guess, from research. The third encounter making its way down is a Blitzel. Cool. 374, that actually seems pretty good. If memory serves me correctly, I want to say that the 70s were where the hundo was. So it'd be crazy if we just got the hundo here, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. I mean, it's been a while since I've done Blitzel quests, so let's take a look at it real quick. It is, oh, that was really close. I was right though, it is somewhere in the 70s. I think it's like 78. Either way though, a 14, 15, 14 is pretty darn good. What about number 4? What are we getting with number 4? It's a Pikachu. Nice, you want a 402. I know that one specifically. Sadly, this was not the hundo. I would love to get a hundo of this as well. Probably goes without saying, I'd like to get a hundo of almost all of these things. Number 5 is going to be the Wooper. Nice, and we already know we want a 275 from Community Day. Pity it wasn't a pink one. I really want to see this thing. I think it's gonna look really good with the beanie and everything. We still have quite a few encounters to go here, which is pretty fantastic. What do we got from this one? It's the Shinx. I don't quite remember what the hundo is from research, but obviously this is actually a perma boosted shiny, 1 in 64 odd rate of being shiny. So good luck. Hopefully you get your hands on it. It's a beautiful shiny. Scrolling down again, what do we got for this one? This one is the Kirlia. 396 CP as well. The other one I had was like a 403, so this one is definitely worse, and sadly not a shiny one. Though admittedly, with the past Fashion Week events, I got stupid lucky with these things. I mean, like, I probably have close to 10 to 12 of these shinies when they were in the wild. Probably explains why they're not in the wild anymore. And then this one's going to be the one and only Sneasel. Oh, that's cool. Second to final one on the list is an Absol, a 1054. Just for fun, I want to take a look at it. It is a 10, 13, 15. Okay. And here's the last one on the list. We're going to be getting ourselves the Butterfree, or the Boaterfree. Last year, I actually got a shundo of this thing. So in the end of the day, I'm not all that bummed that this wasn't a shiny. And I know that this is in researches, and I believe they're still in raids too. And now it's time for the final rewards of 2 premium battle passes. We're going to get 5,000 XP, and this is the Dragonite. It sure would be swell if we got the shiny here. So 3, 2, 1. It's not it. Dang, that would have been so good. But a 1607. Again, I believe that the hundo was 1625 from what I was seeing from people. So sadly, this one was not a hundo. But good luck to every single one of you during this timed research. If you got a shiny from it, let me know in those comments down below. Did you get the Dragonite, the Absol? How about the Wooper? Please let me know down in those comments. But let's take a look at this Dragonite real quick. 1607 is a 15, 15, 10. All right, I'll take that. That's really good, actually. I think that's the best Dragonite I have so far with the bow. And here's another Dragonite encounter, again from Tackleman in Germany, and it's not a green one. I thought for a split second that it was like trying to load the shiny in. Well, that's 3 remotes down. We only get 2 more of them today, and hopefully we'll start seeing some Dragonite raids. But in the end of the day, it's all RNG. We might not get it for a few days. And I'm sure you've noticed that Furfrou is spawning a lot, and I highly suggest clicking on as many of them as possible in the hopes of getting as many shinies as you can. Furfrou has 10 different forms, including the base form, as you can see on the map here, which makes it the hardest shiny family to complete currently right now, which I'm very happy to say we recently did do, and I highly suggest you checking out that video after this one. It took me over a year to complete that set, and I really enjoyed the experience, so after this video, definitely check that one out. And here we have 5-kilometer eggs. The reason why I'm hatching these is apparently these eggs only have the costume Pokemon and Gothita, and Gothita has a boosted chance of being shiny in these eggs, so I'm gonna take that risk. Why not? The only downside is you're not guaranteed to get 5s only. You can still get 10s and such. And this Pichu is supposed to have a hat. It didn't do it there, but it does have a hat. So next up we've got a Gothita. Awesome. Again, what we're looking for is the pink eyes on those things. So there's another one. Love to see it. Number 3 is a Pichu. Or maybe that was number 4. Yeah, no, that was number 4. Never mind. This is the last egg, and it is a Smoochum, and this does come with the bow. So as you can see, here they are, 707. We also got the Pichu here, and both Gothitas as well. No hundos at all, but we're gonna go really hard on these eggs. And now we have another Dragonite from Randy this time, and this one was a 2151, so it's not weather boosted. But is it green? Ah, it's not green, sadly. And I don't know if 2151 is good or not, so we're gonna catch this thing, and if it's really good, then I'll show you. But we gotta throw better than that. And this is the last remote raid we can do for the day. Thurman, thank you so much for sending it. It is not the shiny, unfortunately. It is what it is. This one's a 2108 though, so clearly the 2151 was far better. I didn't actually check it yet because I literally like caught the Dragonite and saw this invite. So let's catch this real quick, and if that Dragonite's good, I'll show you. Tell you what, we'll just check this in front of you guys. 2151 is 15, 12, 15. Wow, of course. I'd love to get a hundo of this, but that's actually really good. That's now my best one. And I also have 3 more of those catch 10 Pokemon quests, so let's see what we get here. Number 1 is going to be the Wooper. Down with that. How about number 2? What do we get from you? You are gonna be a Kirlia. Of course you are. And the third one is going to be a Wooper. Down with that. 253 though. 3 more researches. Let's see what we get from these. Hopefully more Woopers than Kirlias, but first one's a Wooper. Number 2 is going to be another Wooper. Down with that. 262. And the third one, do we go 3 for 3? We do. Nice. 266 again. Weird. 6 more 5Ks here. Hopefully they'll have a shiny on them. Want either that Pichu or the Gothita, and there's Pichu. I noticed there's a bit of a glitch though where it's just not showing the costume showing up anymore, and whenever we get a shiny, the sparkles don't show up when it goes super fast, so that's kind of unfortunate, but there's the Shinx. Halfway done. Hopefully there's a shiny in the last 3. This one is another Shinx. This one's gonna be another Smoochum. And the final one is, well, okay, Gothita, glad to see it. No shinies in this batch, but maybe there's a hundo waiting. Oh, but there is! No way! We got the hundo with the Pikachu. Or the Pichu, not Pikachu, but I'm down with that. Hell yeah. 3 more catch 10 researches. These are kind of hard to come by, so hopefully we'll get lucky. I mean, that could have been boosted. Just because it's a 412 and kind of big, we're gonna look at this one real quick. What are you? Are you the hundo? You were really close, 98. Also, before we check anything else, there's a Pikachu that isn't shiny. And then back to the researches. What do we got here? A Whoopie, love to see it, 257. Just gotta flip that 5 and 7 around and that would have been a hundo. And then the last one is gonna be a Wooper, cool, and 259. And here we have a Sneasel raid. Why not? Let's do it. I have a boosted shiny rate, so we'll see what happens. It looks like I have to get just a little bit closer. We easily brought the Sneasel down, and it was an 1129, so I don't think that's amazing, but is it pink? It's not pink, unfortunately. Not a big deal. I have literally tons of these shinies from the previous ones, but it would have been nice to get it. And now we've brought down a local Dragonite raid. It's gonna be a 2157. Wow, that's really up there. I don't know if that's the hundo or not, but I would be down if it was, and I'd be really happy if this was green right now, so please, 3, 2, 1. It's the not shiny, unfortunately, but let's catch this thing and see what it is. Well, we caught it, so that's great. Hopefully this one turns out to be good. 2157 is not the hundo. Okay. That's a 96 though. That's the best one. I've said that a few times. I think this is actually my second 96. I would assume this one's slightly better. We've got even more eggs here. Hopefully we will have something shiny in these. Number 1 is the Gothita. That's obviously a huge goal. I really hope we get that. Number 2 is the Wooper. Cool. Number 3 is the Smooch. And here's the 2-kilometer egg. We're bound to pick one of these up, and it's a pig. And then back to these. What do we get? Another Smooch. Followed up by another Gothita. And then this one is a Smooch. Let's take a look at the 5-kilometer egg one, see if we got any other hundo in here. No. So I just got done eating IHOP over there, and then as soon as I leave, the Incense provides with a shiny Pidgey. Shout out to you, Brandon. I guess the pancake luck works for something. Not quite what we were hoping for, but in the end of the day, a shiny's a shiny. And honestly, I don't have a good shiny Pidgey, so this could actually be pretty decent. I think it was weather boosted. So let's take a look at this guy. This Pidgey is not very good. Oh well. And here's our next shiny. We actually got the Diglett. I'm actually really happy about this. Even though we just evolved the second one we got, this is technically the second one I've ever caught, so it's cool to have it. Plus, like I said, I have friends out there that probably need it. I'm more than happy to give it to them. Unless this turns out to be a shundo, then I'm gonna kind of regret evolving the other one. But I kind of doubt this one's gonna be a shundo. We don't have a weather boost or anything like that, so let's take a look. This thing is... it was getting there. 11, 12, 14. That is not bad at all. We have 2 Dragonite rates here, but I have to say the signal here is absolute garbage. So hopefully we'll actually be able to encounter these things, though I just barely got in the raid. We actually get to encounter this one, though. 2652. Definitely not shiny, probably not the hundo. Let's move on to the second raid. Okay, this Dragonite was a 2683. That feels pretty darn good. At least it's the best weather boosted one I've ever seen, so please be green. You're not green, of course. Let's see what this turns out to be. I have no idea if this is gonna be good or not, but let's see if I can actually hit this thing in front of you guys. There we go, perfect. But do I catch it in front of you? 1, 2, no. Okay. Well, we got him. Let's see here. 2683 is 13, 15, 14. I thought that was going to be way better than it was, but still cool. I honestly did not expect to get this shiny. That is awesome. The male shiny Frillish. This is the first one I've ever seen in the wild. Let's throw that golden raspberry on there and let's catch this thing. But wow, man, like that is so cool. Honestly, I've seen quite a few of the females in the wild. In fact, I've actually even hatched a female shiny. And I've also hatched a male shiny, but never saw this one in the wild, so good to get it. Plus, technically, I did owe this to somebody who gave me a second one, so yeah, it's not bad, but I'm more than happy to trade this. Though it is funny that it has the 407 CP. And here's 3 more 5-kilometer eggs. Sadly, we've been picking up a lot of 10s, but that's a shanks. I'm hoping to hatch at least one shiny today, and preferably one of the 2 I want, like that. That would have been perfect. But either way, I actually enjoy hatching eggs, so we got the Pichu as well. I also really want that. It's turning into a bit of a rainy day, but on the upside, we have another shiny here, another shiny Absol. Definitely not mad about it, though. It's a good-looking shiny, and like I said before, I'd like to try to get a good one for, like, the Mega, so maybe we'll get lucky with this one. I think the best shiny Absol I have is a 96% that I hatched, so it's not like I really desperately need a better one, but obviously if we get a better one, that'd be pretty cool. So let's take a look at this thing. It is, yep, not as good as the last one. 4 more 5-kilometer eggs here. Hopefully something cool comes out of these. Pichu. Number 2 is a smooch. 3 is gonna be another smooch. And here's the last egg, another smooch. Man, I really don't want to see a lot of those. 729 looks good though. It's close, almost Honda. And these other ones look pretty bad, yeah. I've been doing some of these researches just not on camera, and sure enough, we got ourselves a shiny Kirlia from it. Pretty cool though. It'd be much cooler to get this when it wasn't raining though, to be honest with you. This rain has been awful. It's not like super downpoury bad, it's just consistent, and I don't want to ruin my camera. But still cool to get this one, even though we know that like 412 was close to Hondo, so 398 probably not the best, but it is 12, 15, 11. It's not bad, all things considered. I finally found another Dragonite raid, and I'm at like 10% battery because the battery pack died. So here's hoping this one's green for you guys. It's not though, geez, 26, 28. That's not even a good one either. All right, I'm happy to say that we've charged up a little bit. I'm actually here with my grandmother now for her birthday. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Thank you.
She doesn't want to be on camera, but that's fine because her birthday gave me a shiny Pikachu, so I'm happy about that. I actually really wanted to get this shiny, and for the longest time, I never thought it was going to come to the game until they decided to throw it into Fashion Week, because again, this used to be the summer hat one, and we had it like 3 times, but never had it shiny eligible like any of those times, so it's cool that we finally got that. But is it a good one? It's not really, but you know, it's a birthday Pikachu. I'm down with that. Well, the birthday dinner went really well. Not only did we get that shiny Pikachu, but on the way back, I actually got a shiny Absol. But not only did we get that shiny Absol, we got another shiny Absol, which is just fantastic. Now I've got 7 5-kilometer eggs here. Let's see if we can hatch ourselves a shiny, and hopefully a shiny that we need. Number 1 is the Pichu. Man, just not dark. We technically need to get the Pichu and 1 more of those Pikachus to complete the set, because you can make it a Raichu. This one is also a Pichu. What about number 3? It's a smooch. Come on, Quattro, be shiny. Oh, that is a shiny. We got a shiny Smoochum, of course we did. At least we hatched a shiny, I'm down with that, but can we get 2 in this batch? That's a shanks. I still don't understand why we're not getting the sparkles anymore when we do this, but whatever. This one is also a shanks. And then there's this one, a Pichu. Cool. And that is every single one of them. Let's just do a quick little IV check on all of these and see what we got here. The shiny is not bad, actually. It's a Goku bat, of course. But let's just keep going through. Was there any hundos in this batch? No. We're still gonna be grinding for a little bit, even though the weather is not the best right now. And we finally found another Dragonite raid. But will it be the green one? It will not. 2640. It's all right. Found another Dragonite. Please, just give me the green dragon, my friend. And this is probably going to be our last Dragonite of the day, seeing that it's 919, unless I get lucky and see another one on Campfire. Also, this one was terrible. 2092, so it's not even in the 21s. So, it's not shiny still, unfortunately. I honestly wouldn't have cared if that was the shiny, you know what I mean? I just want it to be shiny. I don't care about the IVs at all. And here are the final eggs of the video. We're gonna definitely keep going hard on these though, because I still need that Pichu, or at least hopefully I don't anymore after this. But we also need that Gothita, and apparently they're higher in here. I actually had a Patreon member tell me they got a shiny from one of these, which is friggin' awesome. Congratulations. Hopefully I get one, or that. I would still be down with that. 3 down, 3 to go. Number 4 is a smooch. Number 5. Oh, wait, is that the shiny Pichu? I think that's the shiny Pichu. My screen's a little low, but I think that was it. Number 6 is another, yeah, that had to have been a shiny Pichu. Indeed it was. And actually, it's not the best one, but that's still cool. We got the shiny Pichu. Let's freaking go. That is a hell of a way to end it off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the line today, but I have to say we did good. We got 12 shinies in total. We got the Pidgey in the beginning, which is fine, you know, but of course we got the Pikachu. Very happy about the Pikachu, but not only that, we got the Diglett, and we got the Pichu. That was a huge goal. Very glad we got this one. Now we just need one more Pikachu or a Pichu, and then we can evolve it into the Raichu and have the complete shiny set of that. But not only did we get the Pichu, we also got a Smoochum, so that's 2 shiny hatches in one one day, which is great. We got the Kirlia from research, and then we got a few Absols for sure, and then we got the male Frillish, which is great because I still owed a buddy one of these, so I'm glad I got it. Today was a great day, but we still have some more goals. Didn't get the Dragonite, I need 2 Woopers, and of course I need to get the Gothitas. There's quite a bit to grind during this event, but I'm very excited to do it. But let me know in the comments down below how you did. What have you gotten so far? What do you still want to get? Please let me know in those comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for me. Show me some love. We're trying to hit 200K subscribers, and we're getting very close. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video here where we completed the Shiny Furfrou family, and I might be the first person in the world to do that, so you should definitely check this video out.